The Moonshine event is over in Skull and Bones, and it was a pretty good event. Hopefully, you all managed to take advantage of it and got all the cosmetics and everything else with the Moonshine barrels. Another event has started. This one is a little bit shorter, but there's still some cosmetics that you can earn with this event, Glory Adorned. Look out for merchant convoys donning unique rotative store cosmetics. Defeat them and stand to obtain these cosmetics for your ship. Now let's go into the store and check out those cosmetics that you can acquire. Right now there doesn't seem to be like a unique event currency for this. So I guess the only way you can acquire these items is RNG through the Glory Adorned event. So if you want to get the Emperor's Mall hat, which is I guess a jaguar, along with all this stuff, these cool looking eyes, clothing items, as well as a tattoo, and some stuff for your ship, such as this Gilded One emblem. Let's see what it looks like at night. Well, not exactly the best view, but anyway, so you're also going to get a pattern, you're going to get a color for the ship, along with a figurehead. You can get an ornament along with ship hull color, and of course a nameplate. Death whistle. So the question is, can we acquire all of these items through the Glory Adorned event, or is it going to be similar to the Assassin's Creed one, where we could get all of the different cosmetics? I think there was like 3 cosmetics we could get, but the samurai figurehead, like, we could not acquire. We actually had to pay for that one. So it'll be interesting to try out this event and see how many of these cosmetics we can get and which of the cosmetics we won't be able to acquire. So if we go into the calendar real quick, this event's not going to last too long. It starts today, the 19th, and it's going to go all the way to September 1st. So nowhere near as long as the Moonshine event was. And on the 23rd, there's going to be a Pieces of 8 event weekend, so you can earn more Pieces of 8 coming up on the 23rd weekend. And then a week later on the 30th, there's going to be double Guild Marks weekend as well. So after several minutes of patiently waiting, going to Blackwood, going to Unita, grabbing a few things here and there, seeing what's in the various shops. The Glory Adorned event is about to commence. I'm guessing it takes place maybe once or twice an hour, maybe twice an hour if you're lucky. So it is a convoy event. You'll see it by Glory Adorned with the little chest icon, by the sailing ship icon, or the convoy icon. So this is going to happen in about, 6 minutes from now. So we're going to try out this convoy. And we'll go ahead and fast travel over there and just patiently wait for it to begin. And I believe that the Assassin's Creed one was also called Glory Adorned. So I guess this is a specific type of event that they'll rotate into the game every now and then. Because if we come here, it says Glory Adorned Time Limited Event. And it looks like that we might be only able to get like 5 pieces. Like the emblem, the sail color, the hull color, and then 2 other pieces. So perhaps not the entire set. Just 5 items total if we're going by, the calendar. So that means that, yeah, you could get, I guess, 5 out of 20, which if you decided to buy the full bundle, at least it would give you a discounted price after you got those 5 items. Or maybe it does allow you to get all 20, but I doubt it. But yeah, I think that it's very possible that you only have a chance to get 5 of those cosmetics. I hope I'm wrong about that, but it specifically did say it in the calendar. But along with the cosmetics, I hope there's some other goodies that we can acquire from these ships. Maybe Pieces of 8, Guild Marks, the seasonal currency, silver. Maybe some unique weapons, furniture. That would be awesome too. So maybe there'll be a reason to grind Glory Adorned even after you get the limited amount of RNG cosmetics that the game will allow you to have. And I, once again, believe that it's probably only going to allow us to have 5 of the cosmetics out of 20. It's unfortunate, but that's probably the way it's going to be. But let me know your thoughts, views, and opinions about this latest Glory Adorned event below in the comments section. The last one I think was Assassin's Creed, right? Assassin's Creed Shadows. Yeah. So we were able to get 3 out of 4 cosmetics. The Assassin's Creed Shadow symbol, the colors for the hull, the sail, which was fine by me. All right. So here we go. Where is the convoy? Where are they? Where are they? So I'm trying to... I mean, are they over there? Okay. I think... Is that the convoy? Yeah, I think it is the convoy. Okay. I guess we'll go do this. Alright. Let's get in there. Get these ships quickly. Because you want to always tag the ships in the convoy. Or any battle you're doing, always be sure to at least tag each ship once. Because if you don't, you might not get credit for it when the ship sinks. Or when the captain sinks. Or when the sea monster sinks. It's always my advice. Guess we got a few hits on that one. So there's 3. I think there's 3 of these ships. Let's see how this goes. Take him out. But yeah, I don't think this is going to be as popular as the Moonshine event. The Moonshine event was pretty well received because you could get a lot of goodies for the Moonshine event. Plus, you know, the event currency got you some stuff from this season and a year ago in the shop. So there was a lot of content you could get. And other stuff too, the count ledger by Yanita. But unfortunately it's gone. So I hope y'all were able to actually spend all your barrels. Like Riley and I did that last night. We were grinding up until like almost the end of I guess the week last night when the server was about to shut down. Alright, we acquired 1 chest. Take this one out. We got 2 left to go. There. So I feel like each convoy might just give us like 1 cosmetic. So you may have to do this at least 5 times if, once again, we're only allotted like 5 cosmetics total out of that bundle. Alright. We've gotten 2 chests so far. So 2 down, 1 to go. Yeah, as you can tell, even in World Tier 2, it's really not that challenging. But you know, some of you may rather do this in World Tier 1, which is fine. Yeah, I believe you can do it in World Tier 1. Most likely. There's only certain things they limit to World Tier 2, like the Mega Fort and the Frigate mission, for example. Right. Yes, a little bit more to go and we got this thing. Oh shit. I think the game glitched a little right there. I may have overshot my mortars. Yeah, I did. Fuck. Oh well, c'est la vie. It happens. We just gotta finish this 1 ship off and then that's it. That's all she wrote. But I don't know how many different convoys there are. I mean, I don't know if this is the only convoy that's gonna spawn or maybe there's like 2 versions of the convoy. Around real quick. Okay, we got it. Nice. Alright, now that we're back on shore, repair the ship, go into the cargo, see what we got. Yeah, with the exception of the chest, we just got some basic stuff, nothing too special. Got some silver open real quick. Alright, so let's go ahead and see what's in the El Dorado cosmetics. So we have a chance to get the Gilded One emblem for the sail. Unseen glyphs, the pattern, as well as the ship color, hull color, and sail color. Those 4 items. But you're supposed to get a 5th item because it did say 5. But let's see what we get. Alright, so we got the ship pattern. Alright, so next we got a color. And then finally, we just got some silver. So yeah, it's not very enticing to do this event after you manage to get the cosmetics, because I've already managed to get 2 of the cosmetics. We'll go look at that real quick. Alright, so this is what we got so far. We got the sail color, Fool's Gold. So we managed to get that. And then we also got the sail pattern, Unseen Glyphs. So we got 2 cosmetics for the ship from going after one of the, I guess, Dorado Glory Adorned convoys. But a lot of this stuff is probably only acquirable if you actually buy the rest of the bundle. But, I mean, we could still get these, like the hull color and the sail emblem by attacking a convoy. But it did say 5. So I guess there's one more particular thing that we can acquire. Maybe it's the outfit. Maybe, yeah, the Jaguar Warriors for the crew. That's kind of a cool looking skin for the crew. But yeah, don't expect to be able to get all 20 of these items. Alright, so I moved over to World Tier 1 just to try it out in World Tier 1. Now the event that I'm looking forward to is coming up on September 2nd. The Darktide Lullaby Time Limited event. Now this is going to be fun, hopefully. Defeat the Darktide Roamers for rewards. And I'll cover this one as well whenever the time comes. And it's probably going to be a much... yeah, chances are it's going to be a lot bigger event than this Glory Adorned event. It's a mini event compared to what's coming September 2nd. So that's at least something to look forward to in Skull and Bones. And hopefully eventually we find out more about the faction war. I know they delayed it. We talked about that, what, a couple weeks ago? But yeah, hopefully we get the faction war sooner rather than later. But I'd rather them work on it, polish it, get it right before they release it, because it's going to be kind of a big deal for Skull and Bones going forward. But which side are y'all going to pick? Y'all going to pick the French or the Dutch? I hope we can like just switch sides whenever we want, but apparently it's going to have like consequences about like when it comes to the fate of Skull and Bones going forward, like who controls what, whether the French gain ground or the Dutch gain ground, depending on who quote-unquote wins. But we're pirates, so hopefully we can get letters of marque from both factions, and there's rewards for helping both factions, and maybe we'll just try and get all the cosmetics or rewards that we can get from both the French and the Dutch. That's how I'm going to do it, because obviously we be pirates. So this one may not last too long, because there's several of us here in World Tier 1 patiently waiting for this convoy. And these ships are going to be pretty fucking weak. Not as strong as their counterparts in World Tier 2. So we're going to want to be quick and hit these ships fast. At least tag them. Alright. Let's see, where are they? There they are, okay. So yeah, I'm going to try and tag them at least once. I'm not going to destroy them because I want, you know, the other players to get a chance to unlock them, so... Okay. Alright. There we go. Okay, I think I hit them all. At least I believe I hit them all. Shit. So this event's not going to last very long. So, I don't know. You might be better off doing this in World Tier 2. That way, if you show up too late, well, it's going to be, you know, boo for you, because you won't have a chance to sink these ships, because the other players will get there before you have a chance. So always show up like a minute or so before the convoy actually starts, because you show up late, you might miss your opportunity, and then you're going to have to wait a few more minutes for the next one, which I think might be once every 30 minutes, maybe. Or you can just, I guess, jump around servers, jump around from server 1 to server 2, back and forth, you know, World Tier 1, well, you know what I meant, World Tier 1, World Tier 2. But, yeah, I don't think it really matters, like, when it comes to the cosmetics, where you get them, because you can get them in both World Tier 1 or 2. Which I think is good, because there's plenty of players that don't want to go into World Tier 2. It's a little bit more challenging. It's not hard. I mean, I go into World Tier 2. But, yeah, World Tier 1 is a little bit easier for the most part. It's definitely where you should stay if you're a new player. Until you feel like you're ready for World Tier, the next World Tier. Okay. We got 2 more. But, yeah, I would advise that any of you that are new to the game that eventually, you know, rank up to Kingpin or get a good ship, eventually consider moving on to World Tier 2. And you can always go back and forth. There's definitely things you can just come back to World Tier 1 to do. But there's also specific things you can only do in World Tier 2. So, I go back and forth between the 2 tiers. Alright, so it looks like I might only be getting 1 chest out of this. Maybe. Once we sink it. So it obviously has the cosmetics on the ship. Just to, I guess, kind of show it off. Alright, then complete. And the rest of the Rimp are upset with us for some reason. Right. So I think I may have just got one of those El Dorado chests. So you may want to consider doing this in World Tier 2 instead. Yeah, so I only got 1 chest, whereas I got 3 chests in World Tier 2. So I feel like between the 2, you probably want to do this unless you have to do this in World Tier 1 because you haven't moved on to World Tier 2. You don't have the ability to ascend and go back and forth. Yeah, I would do this event in World Tier 2. Because the convoy is not impossible to destroy. It's not that tough. And it looks like in World Tier 2, each ship drops one of those El Dorado chests. So you get 3 chests as opposed to 1 chest. So obviously the better deal for you is to tackle the convoy in World Tier 2. Alright, let's open another chest, shall we? And once again, we only got 1 El Dorado chest in World Tier 1. So, yeah. It's better just to grind this in World Tier 2. If you're able to, once again. Alright, so what do we get? All we got was silver. Yeah, which makes it even less pointless. Or more pointless. Pointless in general. So that's pretty much this mini event going on. This time limited event. Glory Adorned. El Dorado themed. From now through... September 1st, you have a chance to get, I guess, up to 5 cosmetics by attacking the convoy. Once again, I highly recommend you consider doing it in World Tier 2 because each of the ships will drop a El Dorado chest, 3 chests versus 1 chest in World Tier 1. Plus, I didn't get a cosmetic in World Tier 1. I know it's RNG, but I'd rather knock this out in World Tier 2 as opposed to World Tier 1. But overall, it's not really a big event. It's just, I guess, something small to hold us over in between the Moonshine event and Dark Lullaby, or Dark Tide Lullaby, which is coming once again September 2nd. That event I'm definitely interested in. I think that's going to be really good. And it's probably going to last several weeks, just like the Moonshine event did. And there's some really good torpedoes that you'll be able to acquire with that event. And who knows what else you'll be able to get as well via the Dark Tide event. Well, Dark Tide Lullaby. But for now, yeah, it's just this mini time-limited Glory Adorned El Dorado event where you can get, I guess, up to 5 cosmetics. And if you're interested in the rest of the bundle afterwards, then I guess you can buy it in the store. But I would get the 5 cosmetics first. Make sure that it's only 5. Maybe you could get all 20. I honestly don't know. But the calendar, once again, said it was 5. So that's what I'm going by. It's unfortunate we can't just get all 20 cosmetics. That would definitely make it more interesting and enticing. Because it teach their own when it comes to cosmetics. Things you like, things you don't like. For the most part, the overall bundle doesn't really interest me. But it might interest you. But yeah... that is pretty much what you can expect from the time-limited Glory Adorned El Dorado convoy, which appears to be popping up maybe once every 30 minutes, maybe sooner, maybe later. Yeah, it really requires a bit of patience and maybe doing a few other things on the side while occasionally looking at the map just to make sure that you don't miss the next convoy. Overall, yeah, it's nothing really to write home about, is it? But hey, free cosmetics, right? Your thoughts, views, and opinions. Welcome, as always, below in the comments section.